Hello everyone, welcome to this class. So in this class, we're going to strengthen our legs and stretch our hamstrings. And we're going to practice and maybe try a few balancing and twist poses. So we're going to try to practice triangle pose, reverse triangle, half moon, and hopefully the reverse half moon as well. And after that, we are going to try a standing balancing pose as well. And we're going to finish the class with a short breathing practice. So let's start with some warm-ups. So let's lie down on your back. If you have a strap, then that would be really helpful. If not, we can just use our hands to hold our legs. Because now we're going to first warm up our legs. So lying down on your back. So straighten your legs on the mat. Now, if you have a strap, then you can use the loop to hook your right foot to help you stretch your right leg. So straighten your right leg. Maybe use a strap, or if you don't have one, you can use your hand to hold the back of your thigh or the back of your calf, and try to straighten your right leg. Move your heels more or less on top of your right hip. Your right foot is flexed, and feel the opening at the back of your right leg. And try to breathe in and breathe out into the stretch. Now you may open up your left arm slightly to help you with the balance and engage your core. Now we are going to open up our right leg to the right as far as you can. You may use your strap or your hand to help you stabilize your right leg. If it's hanging in the air, maybe place a block under. So now we'll stretch the size of muscles in our right leg. Inhale, lift up your right leg, and now let's change side. So place your right leg down. This time bend your left leg. Use the strap or use your hand to help you straighten your left leg. Really lift up your left kneecap to help you engage the muscles in your left leg. Try to breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply. And then now let's engage your core and slowly open up your left leg to the left. Open up your left hip. Either use the strap or maybe your left hand is by your left thigh to support your left leg. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Now this time bend both legs. If you are using a strap, then place the strap at the side. Bend both legs and both feet are flat on the mat. This time lift up your right leg, place your right ankle on top of your left knee, and now lift up your left leg, bind your hands at the back of your left knee, and use your right elbow to press your right knee forward, and use your hands to draw your left thigh towards your chest to create this resistance, and feel the opening at the outer right hip. You may stay there or maybe see if you can straighten your left leg. few more breaths. Now let's release the legs and let's change sides. So this time left ankle on top of your right knee and your left knee is pointing to the left. And then clasp your hands behind your right knee. Really press your left elbow against your left inner knee and draw your right thigh towards your chest. Feel the opening in your outer left hip. You may stay there or maybe straighten your right leg. Now release your legs. Let's rock and roll along the mat a few times. And then let's sit up and swing your legs back into a tabletop position. And then lift up your hips into a downward dog. So this is our first downward dog in the class. Let's introduce some movement. So you may pedal your feet on the mat to warm up your legs, or maybe sway your hips from the side to the other side to open up the sides of our torso. Really press your hands down, lift up your hips, send your chest back close to your legs, and lengthen your spine. Then let's come to stillness. If your hamstrings are tight, you may bend your legs, lift up your heels, or you may aim to lowering down your heels flat on the mat, straighten your legs. Inhale, look between your hands, lift up your heels, and step by step, walk your feet towards your hands into Uttanasana, forward fold. Keep your spine straight. If your hamstrings are tight, soften your knees, bend your legs as much as you need. Inhale halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale down. Now bend your legs, inhale, roll up one vertebrae by one vertebrae. Your head comes up last. Lift up your hands on top of your shoulders, lengthen your spine. And exhale, lowering down your hands in front of your heart. So now we're going to continue with the flow. So inhale, hands up. Lengthen your spine, draw your belly. Exhale, bend back, open up your chest. Inhale up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Soften your knees. Inhale, hinge from your hips. Lowering down into Uttanasana. Hands on your shins or on the mat. Try to keep your spine straight. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Hands flat on the mat. Let's step back into a plank pose. Look forward, lowering down your hips, engage your core. And now let's all lowering down your knees onto the mat. Bend your arms into chaturanga. And then release into a baby cobra pose. Open up your chest to the front. Inhale, tuck your toes in. Lift up your hips into a downward dog. Fingers are widely spread on the mat to help you press down your hands. Inhale, lift up your right leg to the back, hips are squared. Exhale, lowering down your right foot to the front. Into a lower lunge, look forward on your fingertips, lengthen your spine. Make sure your hips are squared to the front. Feel your hips are sinking towards the mat. Now weight in your back leg, so your left leg, and inhale, let's come up into a high lunge, hands on your hips. So you may bend your left leg to lunge deeper in your right leg and then try to straighten your left leg. Now lift up your arms by your sides and bend your arms into this L shape. Arms engage your core. Now inhale, twist to your right. Really engage the sides of your core muscles to help you with the twist. Exhale to the front. Now inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, back to the front. Now we're going to bend back. So inhale, engage your core, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back. Send your elbow forward, palms back, facing the ceiling. Open up your chest. You may straighten your arms and bind your hands at the back. Inhale up. Exhale, lowering down your hands to the mat near your right foot. Look forward and straighten your right leg. Lift up your right foot so your toes are pointing to the ceiling. Keep your hips squared. And now bend your right leg again into a lower lunge. So we're going to do this dynamically a few times. So inhale, straighten your right leg. Lift up your right foot. Exhale, bend to the front into a lower lunge. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last time. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Feel the stretch at the back of your right leg. And now bend back into a lower lunge again. Hands flat on your mat. Step back into plank pose. Look forward. Or lowering down your knees. Bend your arms into chaturanga. And then release into a cobra pose. Maybe lift up a bit higher this time. Inhale, lift up your hips into a downward dog. Let's change sides. So inhale, lift up your left leg to the back. Hips are squared. Exhale, lowering down your left foot to the front into a lower lunge. On your fingertips, lengthen your spine forward. Square your hips. Weighting your right leg. Inhale, lift up into a higher lunge. Hands on your hips. You may bend your right leg and launch deeper into your left leg and then try to straighten your right leg. Now lift up your arms by your sides and bend your arms into this L shape. Inhale, engage your core. Let's twist to the left as far as you can. Remember to breathe. Exhale, back to the front, to the other side. Inhale, twist to your right with control. Exhale to the front. Now let's bend back. So inhale, really engage your core, lengthen your lower back. Exhale, open up your chest to the ceiling. You may straighten your arms and bind your hands. Inhale up. Exhale, lowering down your hands onto the mat. Now inhale, look forward, straighten your left leg, lift up your left foot, toes pointing to the ceiling. Try to keep your hips squared. Exhale, bend into your left leg, lower lunge. Inhale, straighten your left leg, toes pointing to the ceiling. Exhale, bend back into a lower lunge. 3 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. So now let's step back into a plank. This time, knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And let's peel up into a downward dog. Cross your hands down. Send your chest back towards your legs to lengthen your spine. Inhale, look between your hands, lift up your heels, walk your feet towards your hands into Uttanasana. Try to keep your spine straight. Inhale halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down into Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your legs, lift up. Hands on top of your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lowering down your hands in front of your heart. So let's continue with the flow. Inhale, hands up. Lengthen your spine, engage your core. Exhale, bend back, open up your chest. Inhale, up. Soften your knees. Exhale, hinge forward. Keep your spine, your arms straight into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. So you may step back to a plank and then chaturanga or which variation, or you may jump back. So when you jump back, make sure your hands are flat on the mat, elbows are parallel to each other, so draw your elbows in, arms are slightly bent, and then bend your legs and step back. Inhale, up, cobra or upper dog. Exhale, peel up into downward dog. So inhale, lift up your right leg, hips are squared. Exhale, lowering down your right foot to the front, this time heel alignment. Make sure your left foot is flat on the mat. Inhale, come up, hands on your hips, make sure both heels are pointing to the front. You may adjust the angle of your left foot. Make sure your torso is on top of your hips. Inhale, lift up your arms by your shoulder. Lift up your arms, hands on top of your shoulders. Lengthen your spine, engage your core. Exhale, bend back. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down at the back. Clasp your fingers. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale, up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, lean forward into humble warrior. Really press your left foot down, lengthen forward. And then lowering down your gaze and may lift up your hands over to the front. Inhale, come up. So this time, let's move your left foot a few inches forward. We are going to stretch our right hamstrings. So make sure your hips are square to the front. Hands on your hips. Inhale, lean forward, hinge from your hips. Really press your right foot down to keep your hips squared to the front. You may stay there quite hard, quite upright if you feel a lot of stretch in your right hamstrings. Or if not, then you can keep lowering down your torso. But our priority here is to keep our spine straight. So if you start to round your spine, then come a bit up. Look forward. Feel the stretch in your right hamstrings. And then release your hands by your right foot. Bend your right leg and lift up your left leg at the back. On your fingertips, hands under your shoulders. Look forward. So imagine there's a wall at the back and really try to press your left foot against that wall to engage your left leg into these L-shaped legs. And then let's step back into a plank pose. Knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And then peel up into a downward dog. Let's change sides. So inhale, lift up your left leg to the back. Hips are squared. Exhale, roll down your left foot to the front. Heel alignment. Inhale, come up. Hands on your hips. Adjust your alignment. Really press your right foot down to put your right hip forward slightly, aligned with your left hip. Inhale, hands up on top of your shoulders. Lengthen your spine, engage your core. Exhale, bend back. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down at the back. Clasp your fingers. Draw your shoulder blades down and towards each other. Inhale, lengthen your spine, engage your core. Exhale, open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale, up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, lean forward. Really press your right foot down to lengthen forward. And then you may lower down your gaze. Lift up your hands over to the front. Humble warrior. Inhale, come up. Release your hands on your hips. You may walk your right foot a few inches forward. Keep your hips squared. Now we are going to stretch the back of our left leg. So inhale, hinge forward. Really press your left foot down. You may stay quite upright, or maybe keep lowering down your torso at your hips level, at your hip level. Look forward. Breathe in and out into the stretch. Now lowering down your hands on the mat. Bend your left leg and inhale, lift up your right leg at the back. So your right leg is at your hip level. And try to press your right foot against that friction, that wall at the back, to engage the muscles in your right leg. And now let's lowering down your right foot and let's step back into a plank pose. Knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. Inhale, peel up into downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Be aware how you are feeling now. Maybe your legs are a bit more warmed up now. Really press your hands down. Imagine there's someone. Draw your hips back and up to help you lengthen your spine. Inhale, look between your hands. This time you may step forward or maybe jump. If you are jumping, bend your legs. Heels in, toes out, and hop forward lightly into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend your legs and come up, hands on top of your shoulders. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, lowering down your hands in front of your heart. So let's continue with the flow. Inhale, hands up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back. Inhale, up. Soften your knees and hinge forward. Keep your torso, arms straight into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Now bend your legs and lift up your arms by your ears into chair pose. If you cannot see your toes, then sit further back. Look between your hands. Tuck your tailbone down to lengthen your lower back. Now, lowering down your hands in front of your heart. Sit even further down and back. Inhale. Engage your core and twist to your right. Left elbow cross over your right knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Engage your core. Exhale, twist to the right. Try to keep your left hip back, so both hips are square to the front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Now inhale to the front. Change sides. So inhale, twist to your left. Right elbow cross over your left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Now back to the front. Release your legs, fold down into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Hands flat on your mat. You may step back or maybe jump back. And then cobra or upper dog. Now lift up your hips into a downward dog. Hands, fingers are widely spread on the mat. Press your hands down. Now inhale, lift up your right leg. Weight in your left leg. Really press your hands down, engage your core, and then exhale, bend your right leg. Lift up your right knee high up. Imagine your right hip is on top of your left hip. Try to keep your shoulders squared. Feel the opening in your right hip. And now straighten your right leg at the back. 3-leg dog. Exhale, lowering down your right foot to the front. This time, heel arch alignment into warrior 2 legs, and then inhale, come up. Hands on your hips, adjust your alignment so hips are in the midline. Press the outer left foot down, engage the muscles in your left leg, and then really turn your right knee slightly out, pointing to the front. Tuck your tailbone down, engage your core, feel the opening in your hips. Now extend your arms by your sides, maybe soften your elbows if needed. Turn your head to look at your right hand. Warrior 2. Strong legs, strong arms. Now lean slightly forward, turn your right palm up, and exhale, bend back, reverse warrior. Feel the opening in your right chest, the right side of your body. Inhale up. This time, let's straighten your right leg. Maybe walk your left foot a few inches forward to shorten the stance. Both hips are aligned in the midline. So now we're going to do triangle pose and reverse triangle dynamically a few times. So really press your right foot down, lengthen your right leg. Inhale, lean forward, left hip back, right hand. Keep reaching forward as far as you can, and then lowering down your right hand on your right shin or maybe on the mat. Open up your chest to the left. Lift up your left arm. Really straighten your right leg. Inhale, come up, and exhale, bend back into reverse triangle. Feel the opening along the right side of your body. Inhale up, exhale, lean forward, left hand down, right hand up, triangle pose. Inhale up, exhale, bend back, reverse triangle. Inhale up, last time. Exhale, lean forward, right hand down, left hand up. Open up your chest to the front. Inhale up, exhale, back, reverse triangle. Inhale up. Now let's try one more time with the triangle. So lean forward, left hip back, right hand keep reaching forward, and then lowering down right hand on your shin on the mat. Open up your chest to the left. Open up your left arm. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Really press your right foot down. Draw your right hip back and into the midline to straighten your right leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, turn your body to the front. Now lowering down your left hand into the middle of your mat. Now we're going to move into a side plank. So make sure your left shoulder is on top of your wrist, and then you may step back on both feet are step back, or maybe bend your left leg to support you in the side plank. If both feet are back, then on the outer side of your left foot, lift up your hips high, and then lift up your right arm into this side plank. And now lowering down your right hand with control into a plank, knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. Inhale, lift up your hips into a downward dog. So now let's change sides. Really press your hands down, weight back in your legs, engage your core. Now inhale, lift up your left leg, weight in your right leg. Now bend your left leg, left knee high up, engage your core. Look between your hands, try to keep your shoulders squared. Let your right hip, left hip is on top of your right hip. Open up the left hip. Inhale, back, straighten your left leg into a three-leg dog. Exhale, lowering down your left foot forward. Heel arch alignment, and then let's come up. Warrior 2. Hands on your hips, left knee pointing forward. Press your right foot down, engage your right leg. Inhale, lift up your arms by your sides. Turn your head to look at your left hand. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone down. Open up your hips. Now inhale, lean slightly forward, left palm up. Exhale, bend back. Reverse warrior. Open up your chest. Lengthen the left side of your body. Inhale, up. This time, let's straighten your left leg. Maybe walk your right foot a few inches forward. Both hips are aligned in the midline. Inhale, lean forward, right hip back, left hand keep reaching forward, and then lowering down your left hand on your shin or maybe on the mat. Open up your chest to the right. Lift up your right arm. So now we're going to do the dynamical sequence a few times. So inhale, up, bend back into reverse triangle. Open up your left side. Inhale, up. Exhale, lean forward, left hand down, right arm, right hand up. Inhale, up, back, reverse triangle. Exhale, lean forward, left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, up, back, reverse triangle. Exhale, lean forward, left hand down, right hand up. Last time. Inhale, up, right hand back, reverse triangle. Exhale, lean forward, left hand down, right hand up. Let's stay there for a few breaths. So really press your left foot down, draw your left hip back, aligned into the midline. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, open up your chest to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Now bend your left leg. Place your right hand into the middle of your mat. Step back into a side plank, maybe supported side plank or the full side plank. On your outer right foot, if the full side plank, lift up your hips high, and then lift up your left hand on top of your shoulder. Exhale, lowering down your left hand with control into a plank, knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And then pull up into a downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Really press your fingers down, your palms down. Send your hips back and up, lengthen your spine. Now this time, inhale, lift up your right leg. Engage your core and open up your right leg. Bend your right leg. Open up your right hip. Look between your hands, shift forward, left shoulder on top of your left knee, left wrist, and place your right foot down. Let's lift up your hips, right hand to the front, into this flip dog. Open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale, lift up your right hand, back into a downward dog. Lift up your right leg, and then exhale, lowering down right foot to the front, heel arch alignment. Inhale, come up, warrior two legs. Adjust your alignment and then extend your arms by your sides. Look at your right hand, tuck your tailbone down, engage your core. Inhale, lean slightly forward, right palm up, exhale, bend back, reverse warrior two. Inhale up, straighten your right leg. You may walk your left foot a few inches forward. So now we're going to try I'm going to step back so you can see me. The triangle pose and then the half moon. So keep your hips aligned in the midline. Inhale, lean forward. Right hand, keep reaching forward, left hip back as far as you can, and then lowering down your right hand on your shin or maybe on the mat. Open up your chest to the front. Really draw your right hip back, lengthen your right leg. Also keep it in the midline. And then lift up your right arm on top of your left shoulder. Look at your left hand. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, open up your chest to the front. And then bend your right leg. Place your right finger maybe a few inches above your right foot, and then let's lift up your left leg into this half moon. So your left leg is aligned with the hips. So your left hip is on top of your right hip. Flex your left foot. Look down to keep your balance. You may stay there, or if you feel your balance, you may lift up your left hand, or maybe look at your left hand, and then let's release the pose. So now let's step back into a plank. Knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And then peel up into a downward dog. So now we're going to try this on the other side. So this time, inhale, lift up your left leg. Engage your core. Exhale, bend your left leg. Look between your hands. Keep your shoulders squared. Left knee high up, and then shift your weight forward. Right shoulder on top of your right wrist. Step your left foot down. Straighten your left hand forward. Left arm, left hand pointing forward. Open up your chest to the ceiling. Really lift up your hips. And then inhale, lift up your left hand back into a downward dog. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Exhale, left leg forward. Heel arch alignment. Inhale, come up. Warrior two. Adjust your alignment and then extend your arms. Look at your left hand. Tuck your tailbone down. Open up your hips. Inhale, lean slightly forward. Left palm up. Exhale, bend back. Reverse warrior. Inhale, up. Straighten your left leg. Maybe shorten the stance. I'm going to move slightly back. So make sure your hips are aligned in the midline. So this time, inhale, lean forward, right hip back, left hand keep reaching forward, and then left hand down on your shin or maybe on a block or on the mat. Really draw your left hip back and into the midline. Straighten your left leg, and then maybe lift up your right hand. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, open up your chest to the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Now, right hand on your right hip. Bend your left leg. Left finger tips down, maybe a few inches forward. And then let's launch your right leg. Lift up your right leg. So your right hip is on top of your left hip. Try to straighten your left leg. Right leg is aligned with your right hip. Flex your right foot. You may stay there, looking down, or maybe lift up your right arm. And look at your right hand. Open up your chest. And then lowering down into a plank. How does that feel for you? So, knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And inhale, lift up into a downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. You may pedal your feet if your legs are tired. Or maybe come into stillness. Really send your chest back, lengthen your spine, and enjoy this lengthening. Maybe engage your Ujjayi breathing to help you control your breaths. Now, inhale, look between your hands. You can step forward or maybe jump forward. If you're jumping, then bend your legs, heels in, toes out, and lightly hop forward into a fold. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend your legs, roll up, one vertebrae by one vertebrae. Lift up your hands on top of your shoulders. Lengthen your spine and exhale, lowering down your hands in front of your heart. So now we have one more sequence to go. So let's continue. Inhale, hands up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back. Inhale, up. Exhale, hinge forward into Uttanasana. Soften your knees. Keep your spine straight. Inhale, halfway up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. So you can step back or maybe jump back. And then cobra or upper dog. Lift up into a downward dog. So now let's try a twist in this downward dog. So shift your weight into your left hand and see if you can use your right hand to bind with your left ankle. Look at your left armpit, twist to your left, and then back to downward dog. Now change sides, so weight into your right hand, weight in your legs, and shift your some of your weight into your right hand. And now inhale, left hand, find your right ankle, look at under your right armpit, twist to the right. Inhale back to downward dog. Adjust your alignment. So this time inhale, lift up your right leg to the back. Hips are squared. Exhale, lowering down your right foot forward. This time heel alignment. Warrior 2, Warrior 1 legs, and inhale, come up. Hands on your hips, adjust your alignment. Make sure your left foot is flat on your mat. Pull your chest back so your torso is on top of your hips. Inhale, lift up your arms on top of your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands at the back, clasp your fingers. Inhale, lengthen your spine, open up your chest to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior one. Lengthen your spine, and then maybe lift up your hands, cross over to the front, and then let's come up. Straighten your right leg. You may move your left foot a few inches forward. I'm going to stand slightly back so you can see the poses after this. So make sure your hips are square to the front, both feet are flat on the mat. Now we're going to strengthen the hamstrings, stretch the hamstrings in our right leg, hands on your hips. So this time you can maybe clasp the opposite elbow at the back, or if you are more open in your shoulders, you can lift up your arms by your sides, really turn your palms back, and then maybe bind your palms at the back into this reverse prayer. If you are in reverse prayer, really press your palms against each other to open up your chest. So inhale, hinge forward, really press your right foot down. Feel the opening in your hamstrings. Try to keep your spine straight, look forward. Really press your hands against each other if you are in reverse prayer. And then inhale, come up. Release your hands. So now we're going to try the reverse triangle pose. So hands on your hips. Inhale, lift up your left arm. And exhale, hinge forward. Really press your right foot down. Look forward. Left hand keep reaching forward, and then place your right foot by the side of your outer side of your right foot, or maybe on a block, and then turn your body to the right. Keep turning using the sides of your core muscles, and then lift up your right hand into this reverse triangle. Exhale, lowering down your right hand. So let's soften your bend your right leg to relax our right leg slightly. Now we're going to try the L-shaped legs again. So hands a few inches further away from your right foot forward, and then let's launch your left leg back into this L-shaped legs. Press your left foot against the wall, the imaginary wall at the back. Engage your left leg, and then see if you can. Once you find your balance, you may lift up your right hand, open up your chest to the right. Really engage your left leg to help you with the balance. Look at your right hand, and then lowering down your right hand, lowering down your left foot. So how does that feel for you? So that's the reverse half moon. So now let's come back into downward dog, and let's try it on the other side. So let's lift up into downward dog. This time, inhale, lift up your left leg. Exhale, lowering down your left foot to the front. Heel alignment. Make sure your right foot is flat on the mat. And then inhale, come up. Hands on your hips. Check your alignment. Your torso is on top of your hips. Both knees pointing forward. Inhale, raise up your hands on top of your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back. Inhale up, exhale, hands down. Clasp your hands at the back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, open up your chest. Exhale, hinge from your hips, lean forward. Keep lengthening forward.
And then maybe lift up your hands over to the front, humble warrior. And then inhale, come up, straighten your left leg. So shorten the stance. You may walk your right foot a few inches forward. I'm going to move back to the middle of the mat so you can see my poses. Make sure your hips are square to the front. Both feet are flat on the mat. That's very important for the reverse triangle. If you find it hard to balance in the reverse triangle, you may widen the stance, so that will be easier for the balance, or maybe hips distance apart. So again, now we're going to stretch our hamstrings in the left leg. You can clasp the opposite elbow at the back, or maybe lift up your arms, turn your palms back, and then bind your hands at the back into this reverse prayer. Really press your palms against each other, open up your chest. Now inhale, hinge from your hips, lean forward, really press your left foot down. Feel the opening at the back of the left foot. Look forward. Engage your core. Really press your palms against each other if you are there. Inhale, come up. Release your hands. So now let's inhale. Lift up your right arm, right hand on top of your shoulder. Hips are square to the front. Engage your core. Inhale, lean forward. Really press your left foot down. Straighten your left leg. Keep reaching forward. And then place your right hand on the outside of your left foot. Maybe on a block or on the mat. Inhale, open up your chest to the left. Engage your core. And then find your balance. Lift up your left arm on top of your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. And now let's exhale, lowering down your left hand. Bend your left leg. Have a little rest. Hands a few inches to the front. Now we are going to launch our right leg into L-shaped legs. So your fingertips, your hands are under your shoulders. Really press your right foot against that imaginary wall at the back. Engage your right leg. Try to straighten your left leg. If not, maybe use a block so you can place your hands on two blocks. Really engage your right leg, and now see if you can maybe lift up your left arm, turn your body to the left. Look at your left hand, and then lowering down your left hand. Release your legs. So how does that feel on this side? So before we finish the class with the breathing practice, we're going to try a standing balance. So it's a standing variation of the L-shaped legs and also maybe a twist as well. So let's stand up, maybe into the middle of your mat. Feet together into Tadasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your shoulder blades back and down. Open up your chest, palms facing forward. Maybe just close your eyes for a few breaths to slow down your breaths. Now slowly open up your eyes. So now we're going to lift up our
right leg. So shift your weight into your left leg. Really lift up your left kneecap. And then bend your right leg. Clasp your hands at the back of your thigh, right thigh. So let's try to straighten our right leg forward. And then bend a few more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. So you can stay there, or maybe you clasp the using your fingers to hook your big toe and try to straighten your legs. Or I find it quite slippery, so I tend to use my hand to grab the outer side of your right foot and then try to straighten the leg. Try to lengthen your spine, really draw your right femur bone, so the top thigh bone, into the socket. You can stay there, or maybe open up your right leg to the right. Engage your core, keep your balance, and then come back to the front. Now bend your right leg. If you are still with me, you can change your hands. So left hand, right, outer right, grab your outer right leg, outer right foot, and then maybe straighten your, so right hand on right hip, straighten your right leg, and turn your body to the right. If you are there, or maybe you can open up your right arm, find your balance, and then come to the front, release the pose. So how does that feel? Now we're going to try it on the other side. So let's come. So this time shift your weight to your right leg. You may feel different from one side to the other side, and see how it goes. So really lift up your right kneecap. Once you are there, so first of all, lift up your left leg, and then clasp your hands at the back of your left thigh. Inhale, straighten your left leg forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, fold. So you can stay there, or maybe hook your big toe, or maybe grab the outer side of your left foot and try to straighten your left leg forward. Really draw your left thigh bone back into the socket. Keep your spine straight. Press your right foot down to help you lengthen up. May stay there, or maybe open up your left leg to the left side, as we did at the beginning of the class. And then come back to the front. Bend your left leg, maybe change hands. So left hand on your left hip. Straighten your left leg forward. Turn your body to the left. Press your right foot down, lengthen up. And then maybe open up your left arm. Look at your left hand. And then let's release the pose. Let's come down into a sitting position. So we're going to open up our legs into a V shape. So if your lower back is rounded, then you can sit on a block to release the tension in your lower back. If not, then you can sit on the mat. Really, really flex your foot so the toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Engage your thigh muscles, your calf muscles. Really press them down, and inhale, lengthen your spine. Really press your sitting bone down and lean slightly forward. Hands at the front.
You may close your eyes and try to enjoy the stretch. So inhale, lengthen your spine. Really press your legs down, lift up your kneecaps, and exhale. Maybe walk your hands a tiny inch forward, lowering down your body forward. Keep inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Again, our priority here is to keep our spine straight. If you start to round your spine, then stay quite upright. As long as you can feel the stretch in your hamstrings, then that is perfect for your body. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Really press your legs down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Try to breathe into the stretch. Now inhale, slowly come up. Let's close our legs. Let's facing the short side of your mat. Straighten your legs to the front. Sit on your sitting bones into Dandasana staff pose. Hands by your hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Press your sit bone down. Exhale, lean forward. Maybe walk your hands forward. Maybe grab your feet with your hands. Look over your toes. Again, if your spine is rounded, sit on a block or maybe bend your legs to help you straighten your spine. And try to inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Now we're going to do a simple twist. So keep your left leg straight and then bend your right leg. Place your right foot flat by your left knee and then round your arms, bend your left arm. So use your left elbow to hook your right knee. Turn your body to the right. You may place your right hand at the back near your hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the back, to the right. So you can maybe left elbow cross over your right knee to help you twist further back. Inhale, lengthen. Press your sitting bone down, engage your core muscles. Exhale, twist to the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then let's release the twist, come to the front, change sides. So this time, straighten your right leg, bend your left leg, left knee by your right, left foot by your right knee, flat on the mat, and then hook your right knee using your right elbow, left knee using your right elbow. Turn your body to the left hand at the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the back. May right elbow cross over your left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Really press the sitting bone down. Engage the sides of your core muscles to help you with the twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. and then come back to the front. Let's release our legs. So now we're going to finish the class with a short breathing practice. So I'm going to sit on a block. If you have one, you can sit on a block or maybe on a blanket or maybe on the mat, depends on how comfortable. As long as you feel comfortable in the sitting position. So cross your legs, hands on your knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades back and down. Open up your chest. So now we're going to practice Nadi Shodhana, the alternative nostril breathing now. So previously we have done inhalation, exhalation with one nostril open, the other nostril closed. So today we're going to do that again, but in between the inhalation and exhalation, we're going to hold. So we have inhalation for 4 counts, and then hold for 2 counts, exhalation for 4 counts, and hold for 2 counts. And then that's one, and then we come back. So I'll talk you through. And we're going to use the Murgi Mudra, so the deer mudra, the deer hand gesture. So it's like this. So we're going to use your thumb to. So I'm not mirroring you. So use your right thumb, your thumb to press your right nostril, and then your ring finger to press your left nostril. So they're all lightly placed on top of your nostril all the time. And if we have a bigger pressure, then we can close the nostril. So yeah, so we're going to use that later. So so I'll talk you through. I invite you to close your eyes now, and I'm going to do that. So first, hands flat, hands on your knees, and just come to our natural breathing and be aware how you are breathing now. Maybe start to count your breathing. So if you inhale for 4 counts, try to exhale for 4 counts. Now with your eyes closed, lift up your right arm to the front, bend your right arm, and then move your right hand towards your face, and then place into that hand gesture. Place your your ring finger on top of your left nostril, your right thumb on top of your right nostril. So both nostrils are opened at the moment. Now we're going to start with inhale using our left nostril. So now close your right nostril, inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, open left. Let's try this 2 more rounds. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Now let's try with the hold. So inhale for 4 counts. Close left, hold for 2 counts. Open right nostril, exhale right, 4 counts. Close right, hold for 2 counts. Inhale right. Close right, hold. Exhale left.
close left hold. So this is one round. So now we're going to continue this inhalation hold, exhalation hold for another 3 rounds at your own pace. And once you finish, lowering down your right arm, right hand on your right knee. So let's all continue. If you enjoy the practice, you can pause here and maybe continue with the practice. I'm going to stop here and finish the class. So keep your eyes closed or your gaze lowering down, whichever make you feel comfortable. Now inhale, lift up your hands on top of your shoulders, to your spine. Exhale, lowering down your hands through your eyes. Continue to lowering down to your heart center. Lowering down your forehead towards your fingers. Namaste. So I hope you have enjoyed the class and enjoyed the balancing poses and maybe the half moon. You can try this maybe another time or by your own or with the class. So hope to see you next time. Thank you.